Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1, GV, Whiskey 1 Good Vibrations. I'd like to ask you a question, so I'm going to leave comments open. I'm sure other viewers would like to know the answer to this too. At least somebody must want to know. Have you ever operated in the HF, that's high frequency part of the radio spectrum, from within the Arctic Circle or within the Antarctic Circle, that is, within 23½ degrees of the North or South Pole? A good example, a place, Point Barrow, Alaska would be one example. Almost all of Antarctica would be another example. And I believe Fairbanks, Alaska may lie within the Arctic Circle also. The high frequency range technically extends from 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz, but for our intents and purposes, we can include the 160 meter amateur band. So that would be at 1.8 megahertz. Have you ever operated or done any shortwave listening, operated a ham radio or done any shortwave listening from a location in one of the Arctic or Antarctic zones, the polar zones? And if so, how did conditions differ than they do at the temperate or tropical latitudes? I know for certain that the aurora, the northern lights or southern lights, would play a dramatic role in these kinds of operations when they're active. They might even cause a lot of noise on the bands, hissing and roaring and all sorts of things. I've heard that anyway from a few people who have operated around there. But have you? And what was it like? Stan Gibilisco, W1GV, signing off, saying 73 and so long, which, in my native fist, wherever in the world I might happen to be, always translates to di-di-di-da-di-da.